Good evening, friends. Hello, hello. I'm Cassandra Joan Butler, Agent 56 with the Cosmic Intelligence Agency, and welcome to Cosmic Connections. My goodness, 2025. There's no words to say how much has been happening in the outer world, in the drama unfolding this planet that's affecting all of us because we're all connected. And I think that's going to be one of the major lessons of 2025. The horrific ongoing fires and catastrophic fires outside of Los Angeles and around, the earthquake in Tibet. I mean, it's only been 8 days into this particular year, and on it goes. So I've had my own little share of challenges. I don't know if you all have as well. The new year started with a bang, right? We had Mars opposite Pluto. And if you are, I mentioned this last week, if you're early fixed signs, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, you may have really felt the brunt of that Mars attack and Pluto transformation energy. And if not, that's fabulous. But there's some sense that we're on this treadmill that's moving forward, moving fast. And I have a feeling a part of the energy, the vibration of 2025 will be like that. So forgive me, I've been teaching the year ahead over and over and over throughout this past week. And I've decided to do one more session if people are interested to join me live. That's going to be on Friday night at 7:30 Eastern time. So you're very, very welcome to join the conversation, the slideshow, and the sharing. And what I try to do with all my classes, but particularly the year ahead class, I also include a little bit of a description of your chart and give you like a little mini read. It's either during class, if we don't have that many people, if too many people, a lot of people, we won't be up all night. I do them separately. So I would invite you to that. I'd also invite you for your New Year's resolution to consider becoming a member of the Cosmic Intelligence Agency, because there's ongoing seminars, webinars, articles, the Time Lord magazine, on it goes. It's a fabulous resource on the planet for you to learn astrology, to deepen your present astrological learning. And a third thing I want to remind you of is that tomorrow night, I'll be doing, with my dear friend Patricia Bell, the Astrology Cafe that's given to us vis-a-vis Lilydale. It's also a Zoom protocol. You can connect. We talk astrology in a very easy breezy way. So rewind again, big hugs. Happy New Year. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Lorianne. Hi, Rosalind. Hey, Joan. Time is flying. Hi, Gail, Sherry, Paula, Jerry. Hello, Jennifer and Donna. And Donna, I hope you can come to the Friday night, 7:30 tomorrow, or not tomorrow, 2 nights from now, for the year ahead. I'm not sure, Donna. I'm on the fence, thanks to you, my dear Donna M., about even picking plans on the 26th to do the year ahead in person because of the Buffalo Bills schedule. So again, the fires in California, our prayers are being sent to everyone there, and everyone is going to experience, I do believe, in 2025, an experience in your own psychic intuitive. This is part of my teaching this year, by the way, at Lilydale and also in Los Angeles. I'm scheduled to teach and be on the panel at the largest expo of its sort, the Consciousness Expo of LA. And because Neptune and Saturn in this year are going to be joining forces, Neptune is the purveyor of intuition and oneness, and Saturn is the purveyor of definition. So there's a new sense of human definition and new ways of psychically, vibrationally, intuitively connecting with each other. So that's going to be like a huge shift in 2025. And there's a dance between Neptune and Saturn all year. It's getting very close the first 2 weeks in August. I'm just giving you, like, some planning ideas for you, what you might be doing. Good evening, Rhonda. Hi, Christine. Hey, Diane. Hi, Christina. Yes, see you on Friday's Zoom. Fabulous. And you're all invited to do this. The details are on my website. Hi, Lorianne. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Celestine. Hello. And Amanda, Sue, great to see you all. Thank you for being here. I'm a little out of it again because me and my family had this stomach thing running through our household over the weekend. My children are pretty much recovered, but I've been holding on by a thread. So I've been up and down with my energy, but I'm always happy to see you. I'm not looking for sympathy at all, really. It's just that be especially aware that with this major energy shift, with Mars going into Cancer, you may have some indigestion depending on your chart. Well, let's get right to the crux of things. Let's take a look at what's going on in the world with the astrology. And we're going to take a peek at the first quarter square. Now, this is the phase we're under right now. And that began, the first quarter phase actually began on Monday at 6:56 p.m. So what this means, the sun and the moon are making a quarter cycle. They're 90 degrees apart. So we're looking at this half moon energy. And the Sabian symbol is two dignified spinsters, female, are sitting in silence. They're sitting and they're mirroring each other. So this major phase began on Monday and it goes until our full moon next Monday. So I'm going to talk to you about both these phases. So between Monday and Monday the 13th, we're in a recovering, rebuilding phase in our lives wherever you find 16 degrees of Aries. Now, this is a very important degree because it's very close to the 19 degrees of the solar eclipse we had in April. And coincidentally, we also have Hygeia lined up with this lunation. Hygeia means public health. Chiron means mind, body, spirit, healing. And it's all together. So this is a fabulous week, dear friends, to heal and heal some more. Not just heal the physical body, but heal the mental, emotional. Heal I call it the narcissistic wound, feeling like you're not deserving of being who you are, of being authentic. In other words, one of the takeaways, I do believe, of the eclipses being in the sign of Aries since July of 2023 is to remind each of us of our authentic, amazing gifts and not to be embarrassed, not to be ashamed of being who you are, no matter what that is. And what that is, by the way, who you are and who I am, we're a project in unfoldment. We're all evolving. We're all changing. We're not static. So this week in particular, we're doing some added healing because the moon is triggering this lineup right here on the chart. That's number one. Number two, Saturn is still squaring Jupiter. Uranus is opposite Juno. To me, that's giving us some internal pressure to expand and also contract in our business cycle, in our emotional cycle, and Uranus opposite Juno. We may be projecting the expectation of unpredictability on our partners. We might be saying to ourselves, oh, I wish so-and-so would stop being such and such. But the key to the healing with the Sabian symbol, by the way, I think, again, these two spinsters sitting in silence, the images mirroring each other, it's okay to withdraw. Many of us might be tired from the holiday season. This has been the first full week on Monday the 6th of trying to get yourself back together into some sort of routine. Take perhaps the decorations down, perhaps get back into your exercise, again, healing routine, or your self-care routine, whatever that might mean to you. So that's the energy of this week, friends. And then we go to the full moon. I'll talk about it tonight. I'll probably talk about it next Wednesday as well. Remember what the full moon does? It's the illumination phase. It starts on the 13th. It gives us information relative to whatever we wanted to produce or change in our lives that was reflected on the new moon of the 30th of December. And doesn't the 30th of December seem like a very long time ago? Again, there's been so much so not just, let's say just news stories. Again, prayers for the people, victims of the earthquake in Tibet, prayers for the people in Los Angeles, and on it goes. There's a lot of intense, unusual, what we would call news going on. Even prayers for the people of Buffalo, New York, who've lost a cultural icon in terms of a building, the Brick Bar. Right? I mean, I think anyone from Buffalo knows about the Brick Bar. It went up in flames. An astrological notation, by the way, Buffalo, New York is a 0 degree of Taurus, and that opposition between fiery Mars and transformative Pluto was targeting that 0 degrees of Taurus, like I mentioned last week. Well, anyway, at the full moon next Monday, the moon is next to Mars. Woo, action, right? It's trining Neptune and trining Juno. That, my friends, creates something called a grand trine. When the moon, Neptune, and Juno are all forming a triangle, a grand trine is suggesting a flow of energy. And because it's in a water element, it's a flow of energy with our emotions. We might be really working on grounding and nurturing our emotional body next week with the full moon. The symbols, now we have a woman and two men. The symbol we're working under right now are two women. Next week, next Monday, a woman and two men, castaways on a small island. And the interpretation is interdependence, that we're just tossed away on an island somewhere with strangers or friends or family, whomever. We have to depend on each other. That's part of the message next week as we approach that time. So we're going to have an opportunity to attract new compassionate understanding next week, friends, within our relationships, that we are all connected. We all have a piece of the puzzle. And on the 13th, that's the last gasp of the nodes in Aries and Libra. And I'll just make a little notation. This gets a little technical for those of you who are casual astrologers, but in January of 2025, the nodes shift signs. They go into Virgo, Pisces. Depends on how you practice astrology. Do you work with the true nodes? They move on 111, or you work with the mean nodes, that's 129. But either way, whichever protocol or modality you use when you look at charts, the times they are changing. We're going from me versus we, you versus thou. We're getting out of Aries and Libra, whether it be on the 11th or the 29th, and we're going into what's called the Virgo Pisces storyline. And that's happening this month. Virgo is physical health. Pisces is emotional and spiritual health. All right, so there's our full moon. And what you want to look for with the full moon in your chart to analyze how that's going to illuminate and give you guidance is 24 degrees of Cancer. Again, Mars is connected with that, Mars retrograde. So I would suspect that next week is going to conjure up and churn about a lot of emotional recollections about times gone by, nostalgia, feeling, maybe I wasn't that kind to someone and I haven't been in contact with for 10, 20, or years, or 10, 20 months. So we might get a little nostalgic. If you're getting that intuitive jab to connect with someone, to take action, to soothe or forgive or reconcile, then take it. Next week is going to give you some insight for sure. So 24 degrees of Cancer is what you're looking for in your chart. For the Aries or Aries rising, it's lighting up your home life, your home and your family. That's what you might be thinking about doing next week, trying to create a more loving, positive energy vibrationally within your family. If Taurus or Taurus rising, this full moon is illuminating your mind and your relationship with time, your time management skills. If you're Gemini or Gemini rising, the full moon energy is asking you to take a strong, long look and redo your finances. Maybe redo your budget. Maybe look at ways to expand your income flow. If you are a Cancer or Cancer rising, all eyes are on you. This is your full moon. This only happens once a year. It only happens during the Capricorn time of the year, as the full moon is illuminating who you are and your true emotional, authentic self. If you're Leo or Leo rising, you might be feeling a little sluggish next week with the full moon. Pay attention to your physical body, but your emotional or spiritual body will be on fire. You'll have a lot of incredible insights, and but you might want to rest a little bit more, pray a little bit more, meditate a little bit more. For Virgo or Virgo rising, next week's energy is activating family and friends of the heart. So you're going to want to become a little bit more social and connect and have a party and be with people that you care about, like-minded friends. Libra or Libra rising is a great week next week to visualize what you want to do in your career, to make the necessary changes to perhaps build a new promotional pathway for your career, to take a leadership role more in the community, whatever that means to you. It's highlighting your responsibility in the outer world. For Scorpio, it's highlighting your communication, your truth, your travel, and expanding your true self, either through travel or through learning. For Sagittarius, it's a very financial week next week. You might be doing something to put together a long-term financial plan for yourself and to negotiate with your partners about what to do with financial obligations. For Capricorn, the full moon is illuminating your relationships with your sweetheart, with your spouse, with your best friend, to become a better partner to them. If you're Aquarius or Aquarius rising, the full moon is illuminating ways to become healthier, the ways to limit, indulgences, and to become a little bit more disciplined in how you're working out or eating or sleeping. And Pisces friends, this full moon is illuminating how you want to have more fun and joy in your life. Really tap into what gives you the joy. All right, a big hello to Rhonda and Kathy and Debbie and Nadia and Angela and Sue and Lisa and Joanne and Paula. Prayers to you for the physical healing, Joanne, by the way. Hi, Paula A. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Tina. Hi, Christina Rose. And, Barbara, yes, our prayers are with your daughter and everyone in LA and the evacuations. We will all send collective thoughts and prayers her way and everyone there at this moment. Candy, hi. Hi, Rachel. Good evening. Great to see you, dear heart. Hello, Linda. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Tony. Hi, Celestine. All right. Good evening, dear friends. Thank you for being here. Let's do some spiritual messages. And how that works, I simply say a little prayer. Hi, Corey. Oh, and you have a wonderful presentation this Saturday. Yes, for Epiphany. Epiphany is my wonderful astrological day. You know why we celebrate astrology on January 6th? Because the three wise men were three astrologers. All right. Yes, you do. Corey, would you be so kind as please honor me by just putting a link or some information? Corey and his sister Amy are amazing friends. They do these concerts which are more like experiences. They're very experiential. They touch your soul. They touch your heart. There's poetry. There's beautiful music with tenors. The tenor voice of Corey. It was the highlight, really, one of my greatest highlights to this Christmas season when I went to your concert, dear Corey. So please give people information about this. If you are local in Buffalo, New York, you must experience a Corey, Amy concert of the heart. That's my thought for you all. Okay. Hi, Kathy D from Florida. All right. You're very welcome, Corey. Yeah, if it's a spiritual concert, Joanne, it will uplift anyone here, please. And it's all donation. I mean, this is well, but you can also buy some of their CDs, which I got, and I play them, Corey, in my car. All right. Let's do some spiritual messages, dear friends. Just sit back, relax. Let me know if you'd like one. Dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words be filled with love and light truth, inspiration and healing for the highest and best as we align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Amen. And I am with, let's see, Shanahan, I think. Kathy Shanahan. I'm with you, my dear. I'd like to come in and do a little bit of a reading for you. And as I'm tuning into you, I'm seeing a grandmother and a grandfather. I think it's on your father's side of the family. And they were quite the couple. They would have their back and forth teasing and fun. Some people would call it fighting, but they were joking more than not. But they got mellowed out at the end. They had a very tumultuous relationship when they were younger, but they had a sweet, kidding, joking, and your grandma would put up with it, and the grandpa would put up with it, and they were just fun. They were fun people to be around, and they never crossed a line in meanness with each other. But they're both coming in making jokes. All right, and they're telling you that you need a little bit more joy in your life because you've been very focused on getting everything done for everybody else, especially during the holidays. The holidays are a big thing for you, and they're saying, please also do what it takes to give yourself more. I'm not sure what this means to my dear Kathy Shanahan, more mobility. I don't know if you're having to stretch your legs more or work your legs out, but that's what I'm getting from your two grandparents. Are coming in as a strong unit. They were together all their lives, it seems. I'm also getting for you, and I want a big circle around March, where you'll be making some breakthroughs with the way that you are, with your family organization, whether someone's moving in or you're moving or someone's moving out, but something happens to shake up the family everyday pattern. It might even be some remodeling, but don't be afraid of this change in March. Is all for the good. I'm also picking up some really festive travel in June. You might be on the fence between June or the fall. I would say do this exploration or special trip, Kathy, in June of this year, if you can. I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right. I hope that makes sense to you. You're welcome, Kathy. And then for our other little read tonight, I am with Sue D. Hi, Sue. As I'm tuning into your energy, dear heart, I'm getting two physical sensations. One is a total exhalation, like I'm feeling better, I'm doing better, And the other one is an excitement in my solar plexus, like I want to do so much. And Spirit is saying, slow down one step at a time. And they're making air quotes around step because you've been doing some rehab with your legs. And they're saying, it's all going to be okay. You're into this new life of yours. It's more independent, but you're never going to be alone. And that's the message that they're giving to you. The friends that you've made are going to be also attracting new friends into your life. And you're going to have you've been doing a lot of thinking. All right. And they're saying, write down all the things you're thinking about, which can move into a program, a teaching product. I'm not sure why I'm getting this, like almost like intuitive cards, maybe, or somehow divination cards that are connect with crystals. I'm not sure if that's something you've thought about, but I'm getting that from Spirit for you, Sue. And but you're exhaling a lot because you're feeling better and you're feeling more stronger day by day. I'm getting a name with you. I think it's it sounds, I thought it was Anne at first, then it turned into Angeline or Angie. I'm going to give you this name from Spirit. It has an Anne sound, or Anne Marie. I'm going to stick with the Angie. It's an A, N, and then a G sound. Might not be the exact name. And she's coming in to say that she's very, very proud of you, and that what you might want to do in this new home of yours is start planning now for some of the flowers that you're going to want to have blossoming around you, that you might actually plant seeds ahead of time. But I'm getting a lot of color around where you're living. All right. So I hope that makes sense, Sue. All right, dear friends, I hope that all makes sense to you. Sue or Kathy says it made sense to her what I gave to you. Very nice. Have a great night, a great week. See you next Wednesday, Paula and Cheryl. Thank you for being here tonight. Hi, Pete. I would love to give you all a reading, but it's going to be that time of the night. And I will see you for sure next week. I'll never say for sure, God willing, next week. And our prayers and our thoughts to our fellow humans across this planet who are not in a good way tonight. So always know that one person can make a difference. And I believe that's one of the many messages of 2025 with the Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Aries, that each of us can make a huge difference in the collective. Have a beautiful week. Thanks for being here tonight.